smart, but I'm stupid. I'm gay, but I'm straight. I crop dust in Whole Foods. Baby, what it all comes down to.
Hello and welcome, everyone. I started doing the thing, like a fall one, and then I said, no, I want the cum splattered one in Whole Foods, and so I changed that one. So I hope you guys all enjoyed that throwback. Welcome to the stream. Happy early Thanksgiving to all the Americans. I'm thankful for all of you. Cowboy Steve, how are you doing today? What's the vibes? Tell me everything.
Today I am holding space for the lyrics to Defying Gravity.
I'm so glad. I'm so glad you told me,
really,
because I was going to go into that space, but you've told me how you're holding it.
Yeah, no. Today I'm holding space for the lyrics of Defying Gravity. Not American, but I'm also thank you for you guys. Thank you for you guys. Ugh, I'm also illiterate apparently, and have a speech impediment.
Yeah, happens to the best of us.
I'm the worst of us. It happened to me. So,
Ms. Mo, how are you this morning?
what are you thankful for?
I'm doing well. I am getting ready to go to the airport. So
She's thankful for the air miles.
yes.
I don't know how that actually works. What is air miles? I don't know. Is it a distance unit of measurement? Is it money?
So miles,
Oh,
they are a distance, but based off of how, if you're loyal to one, oh, don't knock that off the counter, pal. Anyway,
Buddy?
he's very against my Glossier Biscotti Balm.com. Anyway,
He's like, this guy, no, you don't.
oh,
He's
sorry,
a YSL boy.
I'll pay my tithe.
Oh, yes. Oh, baby.
Ah.
Oh, fluffy boy.
He's not happy.
Fluffy boy.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
you're like
Okay.
one squeeze away from being bitch slapped.
Yeah.
Like, brother, release me.
Yeah. No, he's
Unhand me.
He's never slapped me. He's given me little nips.
But he's thought about it.
If I've overstayed my welcome, just like the teeniest little, like, not even hurting, not even pressure. He just like opens his mouth on my hand. That's it.
No, don't do that, hon. Adorable.
But so miles are they are a distance that you fly, obviously, but then depending on the airline, like with American, which is the one I'm loyal to, although I'm thinking about switching to United, not gonna lie. You get, the more miles you fly, the more like miles you get, and you can use those as like a currency. Like you can use your miles to buy more tickets and stuff like that. So you were kind of right, and you were like, "Is it a distance? Is it a currency?" You're like,
It's like,
yeah,
oh,
correct.
yeah,
I
like,
see.
It's like a reward system.
It's like a
Like a
Like
reward.
a reward.
Ms. Mo, may I inquire as to what nail polish you have on your nails right now? I noticed those immediately.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
You can't
Ooh.
Oh, hold on. It's not coming across.
It's
though.
very dark and secret magic.
They've got
Dark
a
and secret
good.
nail.
They've got a good like sparkle to them too. Hold on. I don't know if you can see, but there is a sparkliness to them. Oh,
I see like a LaCroix sparkle there.
you can't see it.
No.
It's a subtle. It's subtle. It's Hollow Taco, of course.
Of course.
And-
Which color?
A dark and secret nail color.
I don't know. It's one of the greens with the slightest hint of.
Look like cocky or something. I don't know.
It's well, I mean, I was like, oh, it's kind of like elbow green. It's like for wicked a little bit. I just wanted to have nice nails for Thanksgiving Day because I feel like the past couple of years I've come into Thanksgiving with chipped nails and unbrushed hair, and I'm just sort of like I'm here. So I kind of wanted to come in a little more polished. Haha.
I love that. Oh, I love that. Oh well, that's good. Speaking of a dark and secret magic, not to alarm you, Ms. Mo, but my father has started to read Agasm this morning.
Okay.
Wow.
He said to me yesterday, he was like, I'm going to read a dark and secret magic this week. And I'm like, really?
He kind of missed the window to be reading it during Thanksgiving as a choice. Okay.
But it's his choice.
It is his choice. Yes, Mr. I know, Mr. Eyeballs.
Eyeballs.
I was like, oh, I'm so surprised. He was like, yeah, well, I bought it.
Indeed, he did.
Wait, do we have to read the books we buy? Because in that case,
And that was news to me. That was
I'm
news
fucked.
to me as someone who's bought so many books.
I'm a collector, not a reader.
It's a hobby. It's a
I mean,
collection.
what's that thing where you work for a museum and you pull in pieces?
Oh, a curator?
Yeah, I'm a curator. I'm a book curator.
You're a book
I'm not a
curator.
book reader.
Melon says, I've only started this weekend. I don't care about windows. It's autumn every day in my heart. There you go.
I hope everybody enjoys it. Although I'm sure you've told your father this, but it's okay if he doesn't like it because it's definitely not. He was not the intent. So it's
I did
okay.
tell him that. He was like, it's a witchy romance, isn't it? And I'm like, yes.
Yeah, but no, it's like that's the thing. It's less of a romance and more about a celebration of Halloween. Like that's the thing. Like that's what I care about more is that the people who read it are feeling like, yay, Halloween, rather than, ooh, this is so romantic. You know,
Here's the
like
thing. I think actually then my dad is the intended audience because my dad loves to celebrate. He's a good big Halloween guy. He loves to celebrate Halloween.
Oh,
yeah.
okay, then he can be included. Absolutely.
Yeah, he loves to decorate. He literally bought pumpkins and was gonna carve them and like spray paint them and we were gonna do stuff with them and then we just didn't have time. And he was very sad about it. And
I get that.
pumpkins are no more. But he's big Halloween guy. Like my mom made the costumes, but my dad was the one who was decorating the house, putting up all the stuff, buying the spooky things. You know.
Oh, and maybe
What's his favorite Halloween movie?
Ooh, I think it's like Halloween. Like he loves scary movies. He's all horror.
Oh.
He loves
then
horror.
then I don't know if he's gonna like my book because that's
no. I'm not saying that's the only thing he likes, but he does love the horror side of that. I mean, he literally bought a Michael Myers like window cling and put it up in our window.
Very
so
fun.
Anyway, yeah.
You could do the whole like lawn decoration situation. Is that like your shtick?
No, not yet. I am tempted to buy him a 10-foot skeleton though, but the thing is, we live
I want
in a
one
college
from
town.
Home Goods or wherever it is, like the 7 feet tall one.
Our neighbors got 2 of them, and then they had a baby skeleton in the one.
So just a regular person.
but holding it like a baby skeleton held in its arm.
That is so
and
cute.
Put a scarf around one of them. Yeah, it was funny. I don't know how our neighbors didn't get their shit stolen because I live in a college town, and these college students will steal literally anything. Like
been there, done that.
Everything. So I cannot buy, sadly, my dad a 10-foot skeleton, but because someone
can you nail it to the ground or anchor it or something in some way?
That's a lot of work, and I'd be so upset. Like we'd be really upset if they stole.
But yeah,
skeleton.
Mr. Eyeballs would do the work though, not you. So
I know, but I don't want our skeleton to get stolen. Anyway, that's so funny. One of our neighbors put a holiday hat on their skeleton. I love the continuation of the bit. Also, 80% of the people in my neighborhood still have Halloween stuff up, and I love it. Oh my god, there's a house near me that had all of the different 12-foot characters, like 8 of them.
Dang, son.
We curate the skellies. Yep. Let's say hello to everyone. We did get a Thanksgiving turkey in the chat from Mars. Hello.
Gobble, gobble.
Hi. Gobble, gobble. Hi, Neon Moon. Sasha says, Tom Tom is a chef. Is there nothing he can't do? Truly, there is not. He is Mr. Everything.
He can't be in a fruit salad.
Except that he can, because he was, but he just rejected.
Someone put tomato in a fruit salad, I would be so upset.
I think that should be a thumbnail one day. Is him in a fruit salad?
No, I veto.
He's like the Doctor. He just regenerates. Moon says, a true Renaissance produce, not the fruit we wanted, but the fruit we needed. It's true. Hello, Malin. Y'all make me hungry. It's the vibe. Love me a bit of American Thanksgiving. Me too.
Is it because we look like a snack?
Such a snake. Hello, Susan. Good morning. Thanksgiving break means I get to make it to a stream. Thank you for being here. We're so happy to have you. Yeah, we're breaking out the classics today. Susan says, given that Tom is a term for male turkey, I find the thumbnail a bit disturbing.
Is it?
Yeah. Tom turkey. Turkey lurk time.
So
anyway.
Tom is just turkey?
I guess. It's also the term for a male cat. So I'm always like, oh.
He's a tomcat. That makes sense.
A tomcat. I think this is hilarious from Sasha. My arms are tired from holding space.
But you do it so flawlessly.
You
keep
do it
raising
so
the
well.
bar for women everywhere.
Ms. Mo, are you okay? No. You're having a journey. You're having a face journey over there.
No, you guys. No. I want to highlight this comment.
Wallace is the Wallace Kinney biography on Amazon, officially sanctioned or ...
And now I'm going to share my screen. Are you guys ready?
Okay. Oh no, I am not ready.
Okay. Wallace Kinney, exploring the dark and secret magic. Renowned novelist, historian, and social justice activist Wallace Kinney is renowned for her gripping stories that highlight marginalized perspectives and historical occurrences. A lifelong student of the interconnections of American identity, Kinney has devoted her professional writing career to producing powerful works that subvert social norms and spur social
What in the AI?
Originating from the Midwest, Kinney's love of storytelling was kindled in her early years, inspiring her to seek a degree in both literature and history. Her first book, which explores the historical achievements of underrepresented groups, has won praise from critics for its careful writing and compelling content. Readers will learn about Kinney's experiences as a writer and activist, her dedication to historical preservation, and her initiatives to advance equality and understanding in this biography by Celestial Inkworks. Wallace Kinney is a prolific writer and activist who has influenced public conversation on social justice and the value of inclusive narratives. I'm thrilled that this is the way ChatGPT perceives me, but also what?
But also $20 for a paperback in this economy.
Oh my god. I would say it's a different Wallace Kinney, except it's called Exploring the Dark and Secret Magic.
Who's Celestial Inkwork? Who
Let's
did
be
this?
So for real, I am the only Wallace Kinney on this earth. Like, unless I have a child and name that child Wallace Kinney. I was named after Wallace Kinney, but he has since died. So clearly I am the most powerful.
Wow.
The
Not that he was
Supreme.
old or anything.
That is it.
What? I want this so bad.
Don't do it, Katie. Don't
I'm not.
do it.
I'm not. I'm
Nobody,
not.
no one
Nobody-
buy this.
Oh, read
I'm
sample,
gonna
oh,
do
read
it.
sample, read sample, read sample.
Read sample.
Read sample.
Yes, Amazon. Can't you read like
Yes.
sample
Oh my
pages?
god. Biography of Wallace Kinney. Oh my god. Wait. This is
Pull up the big screen.
God.
so funny. Let me
Oh my god, it's got some actual serious stuff in here. Hold on. I will share my screen again. Sorry. Oh my god. Okay, here we go, you guys. Oh, okay. The journey that Wallace Kinney has taken as a storyteller is the only one of its kind. It's a great passion for both science and fairy tales that sits at the core of her creativity. These are two worlds that to many people may appear to be incompatible with one another. However, Wallace believes that they are the ideal companions for one another. Her ability to combine these seemingly contradictory domains has resulted in the creation of stories that are both captivating and inspiring. These tales combine the enchantment of old myths with the accuracy of scientific truth. Okay, slay, love that. While Wallace was growing up,
Oh my god, you just got misgendered by fucking ChatGPT.
he was equally captivated by the wonders of the world and the ageless wonders of legend. This dual love molded her from a young age, putting her on a route that would affect her future not only as a writer but also as a scholar. This path would influence her success in both fields. During the time that she was studying molecular biology and planetary science, that is correct. Her imagination was fueled by stories about enchanting forests, legendary animals, and faraway galaxies. Wow, this is like scary accurate. Her interest about science was what drove her to pursue these fields of study. Readers are lured into fantasy worlds where scientific investigation coexists with magical occurrences in the stories that Wallace crafts. Through her works, she investigates the limits of what is possible, posing questions such as, what if the myths were rooted in real scientific phenomena? The question is, how can science explain the magic we've always believed in? The facts of, maybe I should take some lessons from this. The facts about human nature, the universe, and the delicate balance that exists between the known and the unknown are frequently revealed by these stories on a regular basis. Being creative is not something that Wallace pursues in a single-minded manner. It is a process.
75 pages though.
Whew.
Wow, you guys. I'm emailing my publisher. I'm like, can we do anything? Oh, should I email my lawyer?
I don't know. This is so funny. I need to take screenshots of this at the very least because this is fucking hilarious.
Maybe I should email my agent. I don't know. I'm going to email someone.
Email somebody. Thank you, Nicole. I'm so glad my random Amazon search brought such joy today. But seriously, what the fuck?
Literally crazy.
You know, just this read along for marketing. Email them all.
Yeah.
Any photos, I wonder.
I'm going to.
Also, this is so funny, Mars. Assign gender fluid by AI. This is the liberal agenda.
Seriously, how strange.
This is the future the liberal wants.
Yeah.
This is it. Oh my god. I'm just gonna quickly continue to say hello to everyone, and then we're gonna do a sprint. I did say this was gonna be sprint heavy, but so far we failed, or I failed. I'm running the stream. We have an Eva here. Hello. Let me see. KC is here. says Jake looks like Charlie's long lost son, and Bella is pissed because she just found out he exists. So it really does give that vibe. Iconic. Let me see. Here we go. I was also in a reading writing slump, so now I'm finally ready to enjoy. Me too. I'm in a writing slump right now, so I've been reading quite a bit. It's just a time. Let me see. I think that's about it. And then we have a Grayson. Guten Morgen. Hello. Nicole says if I had a wrench, I'd post the link. I'm tempted to give you a wrench just for finding that. I'll be so for real. Let's see. This is funny. 2055. What a steal. You can just watch Wallace's videos and get all of that.
Yeah, it's not like she's keeping secrets.
It's true.
Yeah.
You know you've made it when you get an AI bio book made about you. Oh my god. It's been there since October 10th. That's crazy.
Is there like a
Which one of us in the community did it? Which one of us in the community did it? Like, which one of you?
No way. No, I bet what it is literally there. I mean, I bet if you look at any author debuting on October 8th, October, 15th, whatever, I bet there's just someone who scrapes the internet for new authors and just scrapes their websites and then puts out an AI book for them. That's the other thing is that have you guys been seeing that there's a new venture capitalist whatever that it's called Spine, and their goal is to publish 8,000 books in 2025, and you have to pay them $5,000 first of all, which I'm like, don't do it, you guys. And Sasha,
don't do it.
I'm so tempted. I'm not going to because that's like I will literally be the everybody do not buy copies of this book. I don't want to support this person. We don't want to tell this person that what they're doing is
profitable.
We don't want to reinforce this behavior, even though it is hilarious. We don't want to monetarily reinforce this behavior. So, anyway. Oh, Jod, you don't understand the rage that was thrown.
Oh my god. You need to rewind, bestie, and you need to watch.
We're about to sprint. Rewatch it.
I would just like to bring up that Celestial Inkworks has a book about Henry Kissinger called Understanding the Genesis of AI. I don't think Henry Kissinger knew shit about AI. I'll be so fucking for real.
Who's Henry Kissinger?
He's like a former Secretary of State. He's like a really terrible person. Like,
boo, tomato.
Yeah, he was born in like the 20s or like the 30s or something. So, like,
imagine being born in the 20s. Lol.
I know. Anyway, yeah, AI biography about Wallace, and it's funnier than anything else.
Yeah, that's crazy. But I think probably because it's AI, they're probably tens of thousands of these for any no-name author. I'm so serious, you guys. Like, spooky.
Yeah, these are just so funny. Like, it really was like, you know what? She's a social justice warrior. That's what we've gathered.
I'm like, I love that. That's the vibe I give off on the internet. I did not think that was
like, she writes about marginalized identities. Amazing.
Do I? Witches, I guess. I don't know. Are witches marginalized? What we
I don't know. Anyway.
I thought it was funny that it was like renowned blank Wallace Kinney is renowned.
Yeah. For her creativity, that's what really got me.
So good. I always miss the fun. It's okay, Jod. We'll have more fun after our sprint. We're going to do a 30-minute in honor of Thanksgiving. We're doing a little Thanksgiving timer.
It's turkey lurkey time.
Yes. Hold space for that, truly. Turkey lurkey and let's have a kiki. Go listen to that during the sprint. Anyway, 30 minutes. See y'all at the top of the hour. That's the end of our sprint. How did everybody do? How'd you do, Steve?
I had my dinner.
What'd you have for dinner? Ooh, you've got a new background. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I was like, I don't want Bella to be in this picture. It's just gonna be me and Dad, me and Father and I.
Father.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I ate my dinner. Yeah, I had a stew. I guess it is
Stew? Nice.
a stew.
Stew.
Stew with some cranberry jam on top of it.
Oh, very Thanksgiving. Very holiday.
I love cranberries. Or is it cranberries? I think so. It's like cranberry adjacent, if nothing else. But yum.
We'll call it cranberry.
Yeah, so that's what I did. And I almost had time to put on the dishwasher, but I didn't have time, so plate's still on my bed. I'm gonna do that for the beginning of the next sprint, and then I'm gonna attempt to write ?
Oh, okay. Slay.
I feel like, sorry to talk about me and Charlie again, but I feel like we're on the cover of a romance novel. Like he's Fabio,
yeah.
and I'm like this innocent little woman in need of protection.
he's gotta hold you, you know.
Yeah.
Gently.
Hold on tight, Spider Monkey, as
Edward
once
famously
said.
Dishes are on your bed, Steve? Well,
I'm next to my bed, so my bed works as like a little side table. Well,
Yeah.
it's a large side table.
a large
A large side table. But yeah, I'm next to my bed, so.
Charlie looking affectionately at his favorite child. And a portrait of
Yes.
Jacob.
Yeah. This is my other boyfriend.
Yeah. And his me and his boyfriend, whatever, and his boyfriend.
Me and my boyfriend's boyfriend.
Yeah, your
Whatever
boyfriend's
that.
boyfriend. Yeah, however, whatever that meme is.
Yeah.
With Aubrey Plaza. We had some deep mystery join us. It's basically just a collection of buzzwords. It is. It's a deep mystery as to why AI would say the things that they did about Wallace. Gaze is finally back after uni. I want to die genuinely. Who thought having 3-hour-long classes almost back to back was a good idea? I'm gonna guess you thought that when you scheduled it.
Nobody, Gaze, but you were in Delulu land, so.
Delulu land, as we love to live, but the delusion was broken. That's horrifying, Gaze. I'm horrified for you. Hello, Kelly. How you doing? Oh my God, you look stunning, Kate. Thank you. And Steve is there. Hello, Steve.
Thank you, Gaze everywhere. You make me feel so special.
There you go. Kelly managed to get some breakfast. Excellent. Wendy successfully saved the work yesterday that almost got lost in my swap from one computer to another. Thank God. Cranberries are so overrated.
That says underrated.
Underrated. Oh my God.
Pop-off sister.
Underrated.
And I think they're appropriately rated because they are
rated.
They're universally loved, are they not?
I mean, my mother loves cranberries. I don't think I've ever.
And if I'm inclined to trust anyone, it's gonna be Mom Eyeballs.
It's true. She's a very trustworthy woman.
Yeah.
Um,
She's my moral compass.
She is, as she is.
My rock.
Your rock. I was speaking to her during that sprint, but I also went down because I went down to get this little one.
Blueberry. Hello, son. Oh, you got a bed.
He does. This is his bed. Yeah, he no longer has to sleep on the floor or under my desk. There he is. Do you want a treat, buddy? He gets a treat. There he is. He was playing with his siblings for quite a while, so he's a little tired. Good boy. It's giving 80s romance novel. It is giving the 80s novel. Like the look down is very, yeah, I don't know. Mars read more of the
I feel like I need to be like,
oh, Charlie, save me.
Yeah, hold me in your strong, brave arms.
Let me pillow my head on your muscular chest.
The only cop I trust.
True. Well, she's much worse in the books, but I do love Charlie in the movies. Movie Charlie is.
I do not remember book Charlie at all.
I think he was more controlling and like weird in the books, from what I recall. But Wallace knows more about it. But she's currently, as you see from her,
Make a TikTok.
Filming a TikTok.
But also, if your daughter was dating how old is Edward?
118 years old. Yeah, 120 years old.
if your daughter was dating an old man, would you not be protected too?
I would be.
The
Which makes me fear that I'll be a boomer
parent.
one day. Makes me fear I'll be a boomer one day. Like if my child brings home like a robot as a partner, and I'm like, why won't you just be with a nice human person? Like, you don't understand. He's real to me, Mom. Like, I'm afraid I'm going to be that boomer.
Yeah.
Like that's my nightmare.
Yeah. No, I don't know. If my daughter was dating, you know, a 118-year-old man, I would also be impressed.
I would be impressed too, I think.
Not impressed. I would be pressed.
Yeah, pressed. I'd also be impressed. Like, how's that possible? What do you mean?
Yeah. Ugh, and Bella is just like so bland too. We don't need to go into it, but
Yeah, we don't need to get into it. That's a whole different conversation. Me too, Sasha.
oh yes,
I've
any
listened.
father figure. Hello.
Sign me the fuck up.
Knock knock. Who's there? Is me.
Coming in.
Coming in hot.
Mara's read more of The Novice by Taryn Matharu. Yes, this is a book I picked up knowing nothing about except Jess loved it. And I'm also loving it because Jess has great taste in books. There you go. Slay.
Slay.
I'm your favorite boyfriend's favorite boyfriend.
Yeah.
It's true. I forgot that Jacob was a Twilight character. I was like, what do you mean a portrait of my boyfriend?
Are you not dating this wolf?
Are you not dating the wolf? Are you not
This is
in
not
the
Jacob? Is that a wolf or is it? Yeah, that's a wolf, right?
That's a wolf. Surely that's a wolf.
A shapeshifter, because they're not werewolves. I guess technically, I don't know.
I don't know how any of that works. What do you mean you don't schedule? Wait, what? Why does your university schedule your classes? Wow.
I guess it's like university, like, yeah, we're going to do 3 hours of trigonometry there, and then 3 hours with ancient history there. And then Gates is like, I'm going to sign up for trigonometry and history.
I guess. Because, like, we always had a lot of options on, like, what to take where.
Oh.
Anyway, we always picked our schedules, in my university at least. Hello, Emily. How you doing? Mullen said, I spent the entire sprint trying to prove a scam. What was the scam?
The scam, the American education system.
Oh, girl, were you in the Arctic?
Welcome back from the North Pole. How's Santa?
You say that, but it's so true. I did not
Run from
realize.
there?
I did not realize. I'm actually really scared. I'm not going to fly today, guys. Like, it is snowing outside. Anyway, I filmed that TikTok I was talking about a couple weeks ago where I was like, I have an idea.
Oh, right. I remember this.
Yeah.
So I'm hyped. Anyway.
Hyped and winded.
Wow.
Well, I knew I left to go film with only like 2 minutes left in the sprint because that's when I realized it was snowing. I was like, oh my God, it's time. And so I ran back because I knew I was missing the stream.
All this lovely chatter. We've been talking about Twilight, so
We have been.
Missed it. Oh wow, we really zoomed in on Charlie. I appreciate that.
thank you. I'm
She's
going
like-
for romance cover novel.
It really is. He's like,
Romance
my
clutch cover.
love, my love.
Yeah.
I can't live without you.
Yeah, so I was tired of having Bella in the picture always like peeking behind my shoulder, so I took control of my own reality.
Also, peep the foreshadowing of the wolf in that painting.
I know, this is Jacob, Mars's boyfriend.
Yeah. That's why Mars said Jacob was a Twilight character.
They're shapeshifters, right? They're not werewolves.
Yeah,
we
they're
talked about that. Yeah.
they're technically shapeshifters, yes.
And also a technical question, how does it work with like obviously Edward is a young boy, not man, he's a boy. But like his soul is 100 and something years old. So is he like, do they stay forever 17 or does he have the maturity of 100 and something year old?
No,
man?
he stays 18 forever.
Yeah, like
Except
physically.
I think mentally too is what Stephanie said.
But how
Which
does
I
that
don't buy.
work though?
I don't-
Because like you're telling me you have 90 years of experience that you don't develop from? Like
He's mature for his age.
shut the fuck up. He just never develops like as a person. Like why does he keep going back? Isn't that whole plot line? Yeah, I go back to school because I want to learn things. Isn't that his whole shtick?
Yes. Yes, it is.
How are you going to learn things if you never can learn things and develop as a person, Edward? Wallace, explain yourself.
What?
It's like, nope, zone out.
As the group
Even though
Twilight connoisseur, like, can you explain this?
Explain what?
I'm so glad you're here.
That's a quote from Hocus Pocus. Come on, somebody hype me up. Edward not maturing past his transformation. Yeah, I think that was Stephanie Meyer's way of getting around the creepy age gap, right? She's like, well, he isn't 107, he's 17, right? And like that, she's just like, that's the sandbox I made and you need to sit in it, right? And
No, I refuse.
you don't have to if you don't want to, but she's saying that's the sandbox she made. For her authorial intent is that he has the emotional maturity of a 17-year-old, which is a 17-year-old boy, which is actually
scary.
nightmarish.
But isn't his whole shtick that he wants to develop? That's why he keeps going back to school.
No, he can learn and stuff. They go back to school because if they start younger, they can stay in one place for longer. Oh, so if they start as teenagers, they can stay in a place for almost 10 years. Whereas if they start as like young adults, which I don't understand because I feel like you develop
10
so
years
much
is a
more
lot from 17 to 7.
to-
You're telling me that a
No, no.
17-year-old boy is starting in 7th grade and they're like, yeah, sure, this is a 7-year-old.
No, so 17 to 27 is what I think they were trying to do. But I think you
Oh.
have, and the truth is that he is 17, but like Carlisle is 21 or 23 and pretends to be in his 30s. And so it's just like they really struggle to, because they were all so young when they turned, they really struggled to stay in one place because people start noticing how young they are. And I feel like the sweet spot is to turn into a vampire at 30 because I feel like you can pass
27 would be my, I think.
7?
27.
Oh, I think 30 because I think it depends, right? Like if you've got I'm sorry. If you've got a baby face, if you're 30, I think you could pass for being in like late in college, or you could pass for being in your late 30s too. So it's like, you got a 20-year stretch. If you're 30 years old, you have a 20-year span in which you could just be you.
Make it make sense.
Yeah, make it make sense, Stephanie.
Maybe don't expect too much. That's what I always say is like, don't actually question it too much.
Don't tell me how to live my life, Eva.
No further brain development. Yeah, there's like that whole plot line about turning babies because babies, they'll stay babies forever. And like children will stay children forever and they'll be volatile and like murder people because they don't have any self-control.
Oh, like Interview with a Vampire? Like Kirsten Dunst?
No, literally.
No, the opposite of that, because Kirsten Dunst's character, Claudia, did grow. She was a 47-year-old woman trapped in the body of like a 6-year-old, right? Whereas in Twilight, it would just stay a 6-year-old forever. Forever.
Oh.
Yeah.
And they don't have like the control because that's why like the Vittori would like there's a whole plot line with the Alaskan vampires and Tanya and Irene and stuff where their mother transformed a bunch of children and then the Volturi came in and killed all those children and her mother because the children were killing too many humans and were risking the exposure of the vampires.
Which, can I say something actually?
Always.
Here's what I think is interesting. I actually have an easier time believing like a 6-year-old staying a 6-year-old forever than I do a 17-year-old staying a 17-year-old forever. And I'm wondering if that's like my own inherent bias against 6-year-olds. I don't know.
Because you hate children?
I don't hate children, but I'm just like, to me, it makes sense. Like, yeah, a 16-year-old or a 6-year-old. Yeah, if you're telling me that 6-year-old is 6 years old forever, I'm like, okay, I'm not going to question that. But for some reason, I'm like, why can't the 17-year-old boy emotionally develop? Like, why can't I believe it for both? You know, I feel like because
this is Sparta.
That's an old one.
That's
an old one. That might be one of our oldest, in fact. I think what it is that at 6, you are still developing the tools to grow emotionally. I think at 17, you don't have them all yet, but you haven't fully grown emotionally, but you have the tools you need. And so I think that emotional growth will happen. It should happen right? After a certain age, even if you like are frozen in time. But that's completely.
But also, like at 6 years old, like your brain is physically not developed, and like it agreed, it's not completely developed as a 17-year-old either.
right.
But I feel like as a 17-year-old, you would be able to process experiences, while I don't
Right.
think a 6-year-old would process.
Oh,
in the
can I say a hot take right now?
Ooh, always.
Because, like I said, Carlisle, the oldest of all the Collins, is only 21 or 23 or whatever. What if they all believe they're just, but when you become a vampire, you freeze in time, but it's really just because none of their prefrontal cortexes were fully developed. What if there's like a 40-year-old vampire who's like, oh no, yeah, I've changed and shifted and grown throughout my entire existence because that's the human thing to do, because I'm capable of doing that, because my brain is capable of doing that. Like,
That would be such a funny like sequel book if she suddenly
that's
pumped that
my
out.
one-shot fan fiction of Edward and Carlisle meeting like a really emotionally mature, like 33-year-old woman, you know, and she's just like, boilies, get it together.
Yeah. 21. Oh, yeah, 21, 22.
He's
In the
pretty
book?
young.
Yeah, he's
He
super
was
young.
changed pretty young. He was changed pretty young.
Yeah.
Yeah, Carlisle's very young, which is it's very deceptive in the movies because Peter Facinelli was not 21 when he had the
That's
role. Like,
I
well,
want
old.
age accurate Twilight casting. I like
Right?
honestly, I'm so excited for the Midnight Sun adaptation because they're gonna hopefully do it right. Who knows, actually? But
Here's the thing: I think Twilight would work really well as an animated series.
yeah, it's gonna be great.
It just needs to be animated.
Well, it is. It is gonna be animated.
That's what I'm saying.
But also,
Like,
are you
no,
telling me that a 21-year-old boy, not fully developed, has like the emotional maturity to be like the village doctor? Because I
Well,
don't buy that.
I mean,
I had never met a
that's-
21-year-old man and never thought, you know what, you could be medically in charge of me. But also, I don't know how many like HIPAA violations he has against him. Like, is there a like? Does he have a lot of complaints?
although
I
I
don't know.
will say, and I do think this holds true for Edward as well. Emotional maturity at 21 in the 1600s, I feel like is different than emotional maturity at 21 in the 2010s and 2020s. Like, I
That's fair.
do think culturally, right? Like 21-year-old men in the 1600s could have been like
40.
parents, like, you know, they could have, I mean, they were parents, you know, and so I mean, he wasn't, but you know what I mean.
When was Carlisle turned?
16
something.
something.
Yeah.
He doesn't
Oh.
know. He doesn't know for sure. He knows that King Charles was the king or something like that. That's all I know.
He's pretty old. Yeah. Yeah, I trust a 20-year-old nurse paramedic, but a doctor? 1667.
That's
the 63.
That's
but-
a 63.
Great. My brain's like 1776.
Anyway, thank you so much for coming to this TED Talk about Twilight.
Yeah.
Well, that's maturity and aging.
I think it's like the brain development
I
styles.
hope you had
became
fun,
difficult
because I know
as a-
I did.
Yeah. Which is why Jane is so uncanny. Also, hi, Lindsay.
Hi.
Hi,
I do
Lindsay.
wonder if the vampires that have powers also are different. Because like Edward can read people's minds, so I feel like he can understand the human existence and older people better because he can actually physically read their mind. Like,
Mhm.
so this is interesting to me. Coming back to the Jane thing, because Jane has like a really weird. She like causes people pain, right? Is that her power?
She the one who throws the baby on the fire?
Yes.
Okay.
I got the hood and everything.
Yep.
Can we need that from the Wally Sumo Hates Children clip with just me over Dakota's Fanning's face?
But I want the pepperoni version of Wallace. She's my
I
favorite.
hate that version of Wallace. I hate that version of Wallace.
Not the pepperoni Wallace. Hitting him with the wow, you're so mature for your age. Oh, Jane is a diva. I want her to do unspeakable things to me.
But Jane looks really. How old is she supposed to be?
12.
So does she have the maturity of a 12-year-old?
I
Is
think
that what
so.
she's throwing babies on the fire?
I think so. I think Dakota Fanning played her as more like a Claudia from like playing an old woman in a young child's body. But I think in the books, if you read the books, Jane is quite petulant. She's quite immature, and like, you know, I mean, she likes that she has power and stuff like that, but she has the personality of a 12-year-old for sure.
Yeah. which
Maybe
is
I need to read the books again. Maybe that's
it highlights the
Gaze,
Volturi.
wait, yeah, Gaze. That's
Yeah,
that unspeakable things to girl. Friend, rethink.
Jane, you just mean Dakota Fanning. You just mean Dakota
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. That's fair.
Fanning. I stand with Dakota Fanning. Jane
That's so good.
Anyway, I think Jade is a good example of the Vittori's being hypocrites, because the only reason they keep her around really is because she has power and like they can use that power and stuff. And like,
Do they have like a cutoff for the child?
Yeah, I think it's 9. I think is
Yeah,
what I read once.
but which is
Grade guide or something.
9-year-olds aren't that much more emotionally mature than 5-year-olds, but
No. Yeah.
so. Oh my god, today's my best friend's birthday, and to celebrate, she's making all of her work friends marathon the Twilight movies. Happy birthday to your best friend.
Everybody's
We're also
watching
chatting about
Twilight.
She's a real bad bitch.
You know,
I don't know.
Twilight was the ultimate Thanksgiving movie. Oh my gosh, one of my favorite stories, and I'm sure I've told this before on the internet. But my sister, my best friend from middle school, and my mom all went to go see the first movie. Laughed the entire time. It was like I couldn't believe it was so surreal seeing my favorite movie of all time, or my favorite book of all time, be translated into a movie, and that be the way it was translated. And anyway, in the week of Thanksgiving, I saw Twilight 8 times, and my sister. There was one time that we went and saw the movie Australia, which, if anybody knows, that movie
Oh,
Australia
God.
with
Garbage.
Hugh Jackman,
no.
Hugh Jackman and Nicole Kidman is an epic drama
failure.
about the continent of Australia and the history of Australia. And my sister, 30 minutes into Australia, was like, turned to me and said, "I'm going to the bathroom." But really what she was saying was, "Fuck this movie." She got up, went and saw Twilight, the entire thing, came back and sat down. And I was like, "You were gone for a long time." She's like, "Yeah, I went and saw Twilight." And there were still 30 minutes left of Australia. So
It is long.
just
So long.
have that as your context. That movie is so never ending. But yeah, I saw Twilight 8 times in the week that it came out. So
Wow.
I can do you one better, Wallace, because when that movie came out on pay-per-view,
yeah.
we bought it for a single day, and
Oh.
we watched it for like 12 to 13 hours straight.
Wow.
Like,
Just
for a
over.
single day. So I've watched Twilight more in what, like, there's a day like in January of like what, 2010, 11,
Mhm.
something like that, where I watched that movie over and over and over again. I could quote every single thing from it because we only had it for one day.
Wow.
I watched
We
that
were
movie one time
And yet you're the one with the background. How funny is that?
because
Well, it's just Charlie.
I'm a slut for Charlie. I did
Do the
like I did
pose,
read the book.
Big. Do the pose.
Yeah.
I did read Twilight book, and that's kind of what got me out of my reading slump. Because I read a lot when I was a kid, and then as a teenager, I was like, whatever, books are not cool. But then I read Twilight again as a old teenager, I guess. When did that come out? 2000 or something. I was like, am I into books again? Okay. So it got me back into books. So, she's not all bad.
It's a lot of nostalgia I have for that series.
Yeah,
Really,
nostalgia.
actually,
That's a good way of
yeah.
saying that.
It's like
Maybe I
we
should
can
do a
understand the
reread,
problems.
But I'm not sure if I would enjoy it today
The
the
temptation.
same way I
is there.
enjoyed it. But I also read, like, what's that series called? House of Night or something? Pure
Oh
garbage.
God, so garbage.
Oh my god, and every book got worse, and I kept reading like the clown I am. I'm like, it'll get better soon, surely.
No, it gets worse somehow.
Yeah, plot twist.
Somehow.
It not get better. But then I read Hunger Games, which is one of my all-time favorite books. So,
Case had a mini breakdown. Do not speak to me right now. Stephanie Meyer, when I catch you.
those are fighting words.
Oh my God. We love Wall. We do love Wallace lore.
We do.
Let's see. Dakota Fanning was at least 17 and 18 in the making of Breaking Dawn. Apparently she was 15 at the beginning of filming and 18 by the end. And Gaze was 11. So really it's all fine. Meyer said that Edward knew from mind reading that Arrow killed Marcus's wife, and Steph chose not to have Edward
Not
Volturi War a waste.
not just Marcus's wife. It was Arrow's
His
own
own
sister.
sister.
It was
own
Arrow's
sister.
own sister. I know. Sorry for the band-aid coming off my hand. Anyway, I love that little subplot. I'm like, I need that. I need
That is a book. That should have been the book.
Well, I want the like repercussions of that as a book. I had this whole thing where this is oh man, we're really no, never mind. I'm zipping that back in. I'm
No,
zipping
zip
that
up! Zip up!
Release her.
I basically had this like little game I would play, and this was not. I am not unique or original here because I know that this was thing a lot of people did, but I would always pretend that I was in the story of Twilight, but I was Bella's sister because I wasn't interested in the like Edward romantic element. But not only was I Bella's sister, I was the reincarnation of Arrow's sister. And so then when that final battle happens and Marcus saw me and was like, oh, not me, this character, right?
A little Freudian slip.
He like switches sides, and it had like there was a whole power struggle over it, and then they had to escape because the Volturi were anyway. It was a fun little delusion, a little hallucination, if you will.
A little maladaptive daydreaming. Look, I never thought your love of Vampire Academy is hardcore, Jess.
Mhm.
I admire it and I love it, and I also love that movie. Look, I get it.
Also never seen it.
It's not good, but it is fun. Let's see. Eva was a full-grown adult when Twilight came out. When I read it, one of those. But Vampire Academy is actually good though. Roasted. When I was a child, I watched Quest for Camelot every single day for over 500 days straight.
500
Hashtag-
days of Quest.
Camelot.
Hashtag autism wins.
That's over a year and a half, dude.
Unzip. I made it through 13. House of Night
You
books.
are a soldier, lady.
You are everything.
I
Oh
only
my
made
God.
it. I only made it through about 4 or 5 of those before I was like, I can't with this.
I was like, no, we're done. We're done. Yeah, I read all the House of Knights, looking back at my younger self. I'm like, why? I love that.
I mean, time spent in.
I just love that I never went to go check on her. Like she literally was like, I went to the bathroom. It was
Hour and a half, and you're like, sure.
I was trapped in the purgatory that is Australia.
You were, which is so bad.
Yeah.
Mesmerized by Hugh Jackman and Nicole Kidman's performances.
No, devastatingly trying to escape.
Trying to get out.
Yeah.
Help. Trapped in Australia.
I mean, that's my favorite iteration of Wallace.
This is the most roasty of all things. Like, I think this is my favorite of all time. Not we're losing Wallace on a tangent.
You're losing me.
I love this. I want this on a t-shirt. We're losing Wallace on a tangent every 2 seconds. And that is like that. That should be my new banner on my YouTube channel. Just we're losing Wallace on a tangent every 2 seconds. Oh,
Science and fairy tales, and we're losing Wallace on a tangent every 2 seconds.
This is not how you treat the social justice warrior. Oh my god. You can tell that AI did not watch our streams, because if they had, there definitely would have been a Twilight mention.
Seriously.
Or a child abuse mention. Or elderly abuse.
True.
Abuse. No, that's so crazy. We had actually insane plots in Twilight, and nothing came of them. I know. And Lindsay says, "Girl, stop! I pretended I was a werewolf and Embry Call's imprint, like full-on story in my head that I wrote for years."
Play.
Yep. My only tattoo is from House of Night. I've read the whole series and the novellas. I was like 6 or 7 years old. My parents were about to stop me. Hey, that's. Yep.
Did your sister have to watch these too? Like, does your sister hate Quest for Camelot because it was the only thing you ever watched? That's my sisters have some movies that are like that, because I also got hyperfixated on Scooby-Doo and the Boo Brothers when I was about 5 years old.
Brothers. Oh, I did love that one. Is that the one where they're in the haunted house and there's like
it's like 3 ghosts and
yeah.
Does
it have the piano where like they hit a piano key and the door
I
opens?
have not watched that movie in 25 years. I have no
Oh,
idea.
You're super obsessed with it. You should know every single fucking detail. You
No,
know?
I literally I literally stopped watching it one day and never watched it again.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Literally are the same thing. Let me add it to her biography. What is a code blue? Nobody's dying. We're fine. Code blue.
Oh, he's sleepy. We've got a calliope. They're
Gotta
an
sleep
Icarus
in
too.
Calliope.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I don't know if you can hear him snoring in the background, but he is in fact snoring.
Blue. Oh no, you don't have your headphones on. Oh, you do have
Code
your.
blue is usually like a life-threatening emergency, according to Google.
Do you not have that in Norway?
Yeah, you're
What are
in
your
yours.
guys' codes?
No, we don't use codes like that. We have alarms.
Hi, Sayla. Welcome to the stream.
That's just
My sister had her own shit she was watching. One of us got the living room team, and the other one was in the basement. And my older siblings were old enough to be out of the house, or they were at their dad's respective house. Yeah, there you go. Oh, look at my little blueberry, sweetie baby.
clear the table.
Losing me. I was engaging in the conversation. All of my tangents were related to the conversation.
That's true. All right, everyone. Should we do another sprint to get to the
Oh,
top
but
of
we
the
were
hour?
having fun, Katie.
But look at how cute this dog is.
Oh my God, stop it.
Isn't he so
Diabetes.
cute? And also, the steam moves.
Oh, that's lovely.
Oh,
Ooh.
there's
The
music.
rotisserie from that
I don't know
smoking
about that.
Stephen Hot Cop.
It's cool.
Beautiful.
Save Bright. Yeah, Jess and Mars right there.
That was
Like, got her again. Jokes on you gays. I already have. Anyway, see you guys in 30 minutes.
Yeet.
Enjoy the pup.
Oh no! Just as I open my document.
Thank you for saying something, because I fully would not have realized that the timer was over.
It's okay. Me and Charlie got you.
Thank you. How'd you do?
I opened my document.
Wow, what a feat in 30 minutes.
Thank you. I also, well, I guess I didn't FaceTime. My friend FaceTimed me, so I answered, and I was like, "It is very dark here." And then she had butt dialed me while doing laundry, taking care of her 2 kids.
Wow.
So then we just had a little,
Little
what's
kiki?
it called? A little kiki, a little soiree.
A soiree.
Yeah. Talked about some work stuff that went on at work today. We're both
Oh.
nurses, and we work at the same clinic.
Is this the lady whose car you got into?
No, she doesn't work in my ward. She works 1 floor up, which is the ICU.
Gotcha.
Okay.
You see me wet.
No, intensive care unit.
I know.
But no, there were some people today who's taking a master's degree in clinical nursing, something, and they were looking for nurses in day clinics to interview for the project. And me and this girly pop and another girly pop at her work did the interview today, so we just talked about that, and it was nice.
Steve, did you know that that NBC in America is making a new show that's like The Office and Parks and Rec, but for a hospital? I keep seeing clips of it on TikTok, and I'm like, oh, I bet Steve would relate to this.
I have seen something like this with some girl from something. Oh my god. Is she from Star Kid? Never mind. I've seen some clips of it. I'm not particularly fond of the Office style of filming,
Fair enough.
camera interview stuff. I don't know. It doesn't work for me.
Okay. The mockumentary.
Yes, that's the term. Yeah, that's not for me. And that's okay. Not everything has to be for me.
Ms. Mo, how'd you do?
I executed, edited, and uploaded the TikTok that has been in my head for over a month. And I'm so proud of it. I'm so proud of her. She's going to get 20 views, but I don't care. I'm so proud of her.
Should we just watch her live on Maine?
Yeah.
Do it. Everybody go to the Wallissimo TikTok account and like and share my newest TikTok.
Hold on, let me go watch this.
Turn down for what? You got 25 likes.
Hey,
And I'll even do a save, and I'll leave a comment.
I'm gonna repost it.
Aw, thanks, Catherine. Girl, you gotta put it on Reels. I know. I was doing Reels during my tour, but I've abandoned Reels a little bit.
Sure, I'll even share. Not that I have any followers, but I'll share.
Thank you.
Repost.
Yeah.
Got so many warnings.
Yeah.
Stop it.
What? Yeah, it's that for me every time.
It's so good. Zainab doesn't get TikTok. Should I just show it? And Katie, will you show it?
Yeah, hold on. Wait, hold on. Let me start it over.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's gonna be hard to read because of the white.
Can you see it?
Yes, we can see it.
So dramatic.
I was feeling very dramatic because that is how I do feel writing this story. You know, it is, and I admit, Dark and Secret Magic had that too, where it's meant to be cozy and fun and fluffy, but there are some darker and secreter themes.
A deeper and darker secret theme.
And this one, I think even more so, just because, her curse to die at 28 is so the whole plot. It is what she is dealing with. And I chose to write it as she's dealing with it with radical optimism, because I was like, it would be super not fun to be in the head of someone who's depressed about the fact that they're about to die.
But come on.
Huh?
Nothing.
She doesn't want to die. In the
In
second
that
book,
second
yes.
book?
But not the whole series.
No, but the second book.
Anyway, it's been really interesting working on this story and being in this character's head, because, well, I mean, the TikTok says it all. It's making me question everything. So
But isn't that sort of the beauty with like writing and art, though? That
absolutely. Well,
like,
what I find so funny is that in a way, this book and Tornado Blondes are sisters, are like twinsies. And but the main girls are having a similar mental breakdown, but with two totally different perspectives on it. And so I think it's going to be interesting, because I think the character's perspective in this story is a little more healed than the character's perspective in Tornado Blondes. And so it'll be interesting, if I ever do write Tornado Blondes, to kind of almost do like a regression of getting to a character's head who hasn't fully accepted their fate. So yeah, I went out to film that, and then I really chilled myself to the bone, so I got really cold. So I'm trying to keep myself.
Tornado Blondes, Hurricane Brunettes, and Landslide Redheads.
Dude.
The whole series. Gaze has also started Phantasm. Finally, my library did not alert me it was available, and I gasped when I saw it.
Well, just so you know, the first and I believe second printings still have some errors in them, but then when they decided to do a third printing, they Alcove, my publisher, had we had some people email about the errors in the story, and so Alcove hired another proofreader to go through it before the third printing. So if you've gotten a third printing of the book, it should be error-free, but forgive me for any errors that exist in the earlier printings. I'm sorry, I'm not a copy editor, so I missed them.
Gay says, I don't give a fuck about typos.
Okay, well, thank you.
It's not like a whole thing where you read the first letter of the word and the last letter of the word, and your brain just makes up whatever's in between.
You know, I don't know what the errors were. I think did I tell this live already? I don't know. Oh, did I tell it live? Okay, then I won't tell it again. But
well, I don't know though, because I've heard this story many times, but you could have just.
I have not heard the story a single time, so feel free to share.
Oh, okay. God. So I got an email, from someone, and they were like, "Hi, just so you know, I loved the concept of a dark and secret magic. I loved the world that you built in. I think your writing style is fabulous. However, this story was riddled with grammar errors and inaccuracies." And she was like, and it completely took me out of the story, and it really affected my enjoyment of the reading experience. She said, "I have emailed your publisher with like detailed notes about where the errors are."
Who asked though?
And she was like, "I've emailed the publisher with detailed notes about where the errors are. But I did also think I should email you because whether you like it or not, this does reflect on you as well." And I was like, the whole email was super great up until that point. I was like, you know what? Great. This is amazing that a reader would, put in this, like input, and that's super helpful. And I did email back. I was like, "Thank you so much for doing this. Like, please send any notes that you have to Alcove. Like, I so appreciate that. I want the story to be as great as it can be." But it was just that last line of like, "This does, whether you like it or not, this does reflect on you." And I was like, okay, yikes, damn. So anyway.
Yeah, who asked?
Weren't they like, "Oh, like you're an author. You're the author. You should. This is your mistakes. Like this is
as the author, these do reflect on you." It was something like that. Yeah.
Which they're not wrong.
No.
They're not wrong.
Well,
but
yeah, at the same time though, like that's the publisher's job. Like they're there to, I did the
I'm not here to get correct grammar.
Copy edits. I was given the proof copy to read at that point. But like at that point, I had read the story probably 10 times in 4 months. Like, I'm not going to catch anything at that point, right?
With me. Yeah.
I'm just not going to catch anything. So anyway.
That's your editor's job, right? Like,
yeah.
And people make mistakes. Like that's Alexela being like, "There were errors."
Oh, thank you.
Noticed none.
Well, maybe you got a third printing.
No, Sayla bought the book because Sayla came to DC.
Oh yeah.
So Sayla had the book at release. Y'all should have hired me as your editor. I found 2 errors. LOL.
I think I found 2 errors as well. And Devesha found an error that I had not seen. So I knew of 3, but this person said it was riddled with. And so in my brain, I'm thinking there were at least like 20. I don't know if
Yeah.
that's true or not, but
I wouldn't say 20 errors in a single book is riddled also.
I would say for a published book, I would say an error every like 30 pages is allowed.
Wow, I'm more generous. I would say
That is not a riddle. Like, it is mistakes, yes, but it's not because when you say riddled, I'm like, oh, 2 per page.
Yeah. Or like I would even say 1 per 5. I would maybe call riddled with errors. Like if I notice it like back to back to back to back,
Okay.
that's what I would say riddled is. But like if I go long stretches without noticing an error, like
No, I feel like and granted, right, not every person's going to catch every error, right? So if I'm getting to a place where it's like I've noticed 4 or 5, like to me, to be honest, if I see 1 or 2, I'm like, oh, like that's a fun little quirk of this book. But if I get more than that, I'm like, wow, this is unprofessional. So I am a little like upset that is how the book went out. But you know, it is what it is. And Alcove then got the 3rd proofreader in for the final draft. So I'm hoping, not the final draft, the next printing, the 3rd printing. So, you know, I'm glad that happened because at the end of the day, that email person was right. You know, it's my name on the book. And so if there are errors, then it's my name that gets associated with those errors. So
I don't know. I don't know. I kind of agree with the person. Like,
no, I'm happy they sent the
yeah.
email. I'm happy they sent the email. I'm happy they sent that email. Absolutely.
Sometimes if fixing an error includes adding something like end quotes, I just draw them into my copy. I've read so much fan fiction, I treat errors with grace. If I paid for it, I guess my standards are higher, but still. Yeah, well, it depends. I feel like a few errors
type in my life.
You probably shouldn't read because every book is going to be like that. I think sometimes I know I'm not enjoying a book if the errors take me out of the story, because when I read a good book and I fall into it, I'm not reading the words on the page with my eyeballs. I'm experiencing them as a movie in my brain. So I don't see the errors because I'm literally like, I feel like I'm not reading the words. Like the words are like as a movie in my brain. So like that's how I know a book is good. If someone's like, oh, this had errors, I'm like, really? Because your girlie was just watching it as a movie in her head because it was so well done. But like if a book has errors and it's enough to take me out of that thing, or doesn't even get me to the stage where I'm in a movie trance, I feel like it's not the book for me. But that's just me. Unless I'm like specifically trying to find typos, like if I'm reading someone's work and like that's my like job, like if I'm trying to find typos, which I missed a bunch of Nadasm, my bad.
Which that's the thing that is like shocking to me is how much you fixed, how much the copy editor fixed. First of all, I felt like I gave you a fairly clean draft, and then that was riddled with errors. And then the copy editor did find a ton. And then we did another proofread, and I found some like inconsistencies. You know, I found like somebody's outfit changed colors halfway through the scene and stuff like that. Yeah. And so like it just, I'm just like, wow, I am an error in my writing.
It happens. We're human. That's it. Lynn says, I took photos of the typos I spotted and thought about sending them to you, but I didn't want to seem mean.
I appreciate that, Lynn.
Also, I'm rereading Fantasy Story Outline I wrote in 2022. What is time? And I love it. So whimsical and cute and so full of grief, which is very funny because guess what my new story is about? I love reading Gay's messages because I love like giving the inflection, because that's what I imagine this message sounds
You have
like.
good interpretations, I think.
Thank you. This is performance art. Anticipatory grief girlies, rise up and feel nothing ever.
It's like slam poetry.
That's what it feels like. I had started some comments. Hold on. Also, Gaze asks, can you tell if the main character's name is Wintry?
Oh, it's not as of yet. Her main character's name is Sophie right now.
Is that Wintry?
Call her Snowfie.
Snowfie!
But you know, we're still in the first bit of it all. So everything's subject to change. I do like her name. I think it fits well with the main male character's name as well. Actually, you know what is so funny, Katie? Do you remember what her last name is?
Yes.
And then his
I was
first
like,
name?
It's ironic.
That is his first name. That
Oh,
is
yeah.
so. Is that not so funny?
Wait, her last name and his first name. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. I
Well, I
didn't
think we
even.
did that. I thought we did that intentionally.
No, that was
Girl,
not.
we had a conversation about the intentionality of it.
It was
I remember
not.
we had it at the pool.
No, we did not.
Yes, we did.
Or like
Because-
that was not intentional. Like I came up with her last name and then we were like, oh hey, that's funny. I did not do that on purpose.
we
Absolutely
did talk
not.
about this though. We did talk about
Did
this.
we? Oh my
Anyway.
God, how do I have no memories? I tried so
Girl,
hard to
I don't
remember.
know.
To remember
But I
every
remember
moment
being
of
at the
report.
pool, and there was that man with like his 7 children in the pool.
Yeah, they were having a good time.
They're having a great time. Anyway, this is a great story when nobody knows what the fuck
Yeah,
his last
sorry,
name or
guys.
first name is.
Sorry.
Basically,
Basically, accidentally, my main female character has a last name that is very tangentially related to the main male character's first name. So
Casey read a book where they had twins with each of their POVs. The author would change from twin to twin with POV and sentence multiple times.
Wow,
I don't
that's
hear mistakes are
intense.
that bad. Ooh, I guess it wasn't intentional.
That's really intense. That's almost like art, like avant-garde.
Yeah.
Oh, see, you're not a psychopath.
Wow. I don't know. I was blaming the editor. When I
Unless
got
one
it
of
in.
us is faking it.
Oh,
Okay.
thank you, Zainab. I
Yeah,
tried my
thank you,
best.
Zainab.
Person want to be taking this from the fact they went.
I don't know. I mean, this is where we realized it was Katie all along. She was you're defending her so hard. No, seriously, I think it literally is so helpful because if that person hadn't emailed so intensely, I don't know if my publisher would have gone through the effort of hiring another proofreader before the third printing went out, So I kind of think that as Miranda says, one of my favorite Mirandaism is the squeaky wheel gets the oil. And so we need those people in society, even though sometimes they can rub us the wrong way. Even though, what's the word that Steve was like, what does this word mean? They're
in perpetuity.
No. A couple weeks ago, Steve was like, what does this word mean? Because you had described him that way, not abrasive.
Oh, yeah, abrasive. I think it was abrasive. I think we were live.
Okay, yeah. And
abrasive.
Yes, I think that was last week. And so even though those people can feel abrasive, they are necessary because they bring attention to things that need attention brought to them. Yeah. So.
And I think that person going through the labor of doing that for free, like, I don't think that can be discounted personally.
Yeah,
like,
I agree. Yeah.
Thank you, gays. That is all I ever want to do is to interpret you correctly. Gay says, OMG, it is to me. I love the name Sophie.
To me.
Oh, good.
Sophie's a very winter name, in my opinion.
Oh, that makes me happy. Yeah. Sophie feels like a cozy name, and
it's cozy. It's Sophie.
Sophie.
Katie has a fantastic memory of shit. I do. It depends on what it is. He better take her last name then. He might. Who knows? I feel that way too, but I also know some people who are obsessed with perfect grammar. Give them a letter of how to stop their ship from sinking in the middle of the ocean, and they take time to mail you about correcting your typos. Abrasive.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't Sophie the name of the girl kid in The Snow Queen? At least in the Russian animated one I grew up on. Oh, I don't know.
Oh, maybe. Sophie is a very common name in literature. So this is not a Hecate situation where I feel like I'm doing anything new.
Hecate approves.
I approve that. Yeah, that's so funny. Yeah.
Anyway, Katie and Mars, the only people who can interpret me. You are not incomprehensible, and neither are we. I think it's okay to like the publisher, but emailing you was almost just to be, what is the word, uppity, because they feel superior.
I'm glad that they did, though, because, oh my God, you're right, Mars. Oh my God.
It is. Oh my God.
Well, and yes, that's crazy. Well, actually, okay, here's the truth. Here's why her name is Sophie, is because that was the Emoji Witch's original name. And that is the name of one of my young cousins who I really wanted to have her be in the story. And the fact that she wasn't made me really sad. And so then when I was coming up with this new story, I was like, oh, it would be cute to do this. And then we kind of played around with name of the main character, the main male character, and we realized that Sophie felt like a good fit for that name. You know, Sophie and da da da. Right. So,
I love her keeping it a secret.
I don't know why. I don't know why her name can be.
Just keep it a secret. Just keep it a little secret.
Just some things are little secrets, you guys. So anyway, so Sophie is a family name. Well, Sophia, but she's called Sophie. So
that's why my bird is named Sophie. There you go. I just think it's Declan.
it's not. I'll give this. It's a one syllable name.
It is one syllable.
It's one syllable.
Sophie.
No, the main guy, male character.
Main guy.
Oh,
His name.
Brad.
Okay.
Yep, it's Brad.
Sophie and Brad.
You got it, Teague. It's Brad.
And it's Sophie Bradshaw.
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
King's Tract.
I'm gonna give everyone a choice. We can either do another sprint or we can go into accountability.
Accountability for sure.
Okay, I also love like, oh, it's gonna be so stream heavy. Done 2 sprints, ma'am.
Okay, but they reached 30 minutes, so we've done an hour of sprinting.
1 hour sprinting,
Which
it's
is
only
not sprint heavy.
We've been sprinting for 2 hours. Like, this is good for me. Are you kidding? Okay, this is sprint heavy for me and my yapping ass.
You're good.
Me and Ms. Mo. Oh,
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Oh gosh, I have to pull up the accountability.
I want a cat.
Oh God.
Oh, my cats are so cute.
Let's see.
No, God, please, no, no. And
here we are.
To the secret lab. Pull the lever, Kronk. Wrong lever! Huh? Why do we even have that lever?
Love that one. Oh my God, we have an Icarus who has joined us for accountability.
Yeah, he's gonna hang out with me for a second.
Yeah, a little Icarus cam.
He's so mad at me.
It's like gunpoint. I'm half expecting him to hold up a newspaper with today's date.
Oh, bye, Jess. Thanks for being here.
Mwah.
Are you gonna bite me?
So big. He's a big guy. Catchability. Yes. Screw sprints. This is fun, she says while cough laughing. Sorry, ma'am. That's a fluffy potato. This is a Wendy's. What is she? I don't even know where this sheet is. Well, Sasha, you're gonna know because I am going to put it in the chat so you have no more excuses, Sasha. Speaking of, first up, we're gonna do me, who did in fact very much enjoy the writing retreat.
Oh, babe.
But has not written 50,000 words in Octavia's book. She's written about 17,000.
Okay.
That's good.
That's good.
This book has been a struggle. It's been a struggle.
You got it.
We're gonna regroup for December and January.
Yeah. I'll regroup right
Maybe
there.
you got it.
Yeah, we're gonna
I'll
have
be
to
right
regroup.
there with you.
Right where you left me. So what do I get, esteemed council? What should I have?
Ooh, this is in golf clap territory. I'm gonna be so for real and derogatory, but like medium.
I was gonna go neutral.
Maybe, well, 17,000 actually. Oh wait, yeah, that is good. Hold on.
That is neutral.
Yeah, I will say
Nothing.
I will say sorry. I'll say golf clap. Golf clap.
Golf
Yeah.
clap.
Standard.
Golf clap.
Standard golf clap. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Industry standard golf clap.
Wait, Katie. I didn't put my name on the sheet, but can I say that my main productivity goal was to sell a book and that my self-care goal was to also enjoy the writing retreat, and I completed both of them?
Your Jod approves.
Thank you.
That is for selling a book because you did do the thing. So
And now you have to write it.
yeah.
Oof.
I know.
Woof.
One day at a time. Try
One day
not
at a
to think about it too hard. It's
Yeah,
fine.
don't consider it. All right, Stieg, you didn't die. Thank God.
No.
You're here speaking to us. There you go.
Wow, you're really hanging out with me.
So,
Oh, I spoke
I feel like
to
this gets a wow for me. I feel like I'll give you a wow.
I'll take the wow.
I think I'll give you a wow.
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 Wow. Next up is Devesha, who I'd said had only picked up a shift at work so she could avoid her shame. Which will probably be coming. Reach a writing streak of 15 consecutive days and conquer Laundry Mountain Part 2, Electric Boogaloo. I love this. Invalid. Not started, but hopeful. And the other thing was started.
Hopeful.
So unfortunately, Devesha will be getting
Shame.
because I know for a fact Devesha did not reach 15 consecutive writing days. And also, I don't think that she conquered Laundry Mountain because her clothes are not unpacked from her suitcase. I don't think her car is unpacked. That's what we've reached. Next up, we have Emily. 15K for cow lesbians. Please, please, please. Start journaling again and stick to a nighttime routine. Struggling with working on it, and the other one is in progress. Emily,
So
are
what,
you
no
here?
update?
Are you here, Emily, to give us the update? If not,
So no.
Update.
next up is Mars, which is perhaps finish drafting Roll for Romance and get ahead on vetted stuff. So I'm not stressing about content come December, struggling, but working on it. And the other one is completed. So Roll for Romance 1 did not get finished because I fell into a writing slump, but I did manage to add about 10,000 words before deciding to take a break from writing. As for vetted, I'd say I'd have boo-boo, don't do that. As for vetted, I'd say about 2/3 of content ready to go. I feel like this is maybe a groovy. Feeling a groovy.
Ooh.
Or a wow.
I was thinking wow. But
A wow. Let's give a wow.
Wow.
All right. Who is next? There you go. Next up is Jessica. Continue writing to Kill Me Kindly, episode 8, and crochet blankets and sweaters and read more.
so what? No update?
Jessica.
So no.
Update.
I do think Jessica's been writing these two and has also been crocheting things, but no update. Next up is KC. Unpack all the boxes, cleanse the new house, and make new protection spell jars. Oh, these are cool. Okay. The struggle bus has finally arrived, and I'm the driver. I've been fighting with my mental health since the move and feeling extremely overwhelmed with everything that needs to get done. Ultimately feeling like if I don't do it myself, then it won't get done. After a nasty meltdown, Jason said he would be pissed if I touched another box to unpack over taking a shower or eating, since all three isn't an option. Damn spoons. So first goal is started and slowly getting there as he unpacks and takes things to storage. Second goal is started, but got put on hold along the way. I did get my cleanse done of the house, but honestly forgot to set up my protection spells. However, I did set up my money bowl on the full moon, so hopefully the energy will be shifting soon. This is a full-on chicken. I'm giving a chicken.
I'm giving it chicken Tyra.
No, I don't. It's not a rooting for you.
You're not
Like
rooting
I
for
was
Casey?
rooting for you, but it's not rooting for you derogatory. So I'm just giving just a straight chicken.
When you try your best, but you don't succeed.
Need the chicken in my life, yeah. Good vibes to you, Casey. Good vibes. Good vibes only. Sayla says, write 15K and Wolf for Nandam and log off for my birthday. Show working on it and completed. Oh my gosh, fun. I got up to Aki and doing a 10K holiday weekend starting tomorrow. The month isn't over. All right, well, you'll have to check back to us, Sayla. For now, I think also for your birthday, I'm gonna give you a nice, just because I love you, Sayla. So I do have favorites.
Nice.
But no, Sayla, that I will check in. And if you don't do that 10K, I will redact that nice and I will give you a shame. Okay? Watch out for me in December. Watch out for me on, I think, Christmas. I think Christmas is our last stream of the year. I don't know if we have another one. We we have a soothing and delightful melody. Miss Wendy hit 66,500 in this time first draft. And let's try walking 3 times a week, which was failed. Oh, Wendy. But have I reached the midpoint? No. Hopefully by accountability day I will have. Again, no. Upside down face crying emoji. This is fine meme. Also, I walked like 15 miles when I was in New York. Can I break that up to pretend I walk 3 times a week? No, Wendy, you cannot. I feel like this gets a chicken combo. We give it you a
Chicken combo.
I was rooting for you. We were all rooting for you out there.
When you try your best, but you don't succeed.
I love that one. All right, next up we have Tenebrae, 50K of draft of Cardinality, and morning hikes, even when it's cold. Tenebrae, where are you?
So no.
Update.
Next up we have Sleesa, hit non-dom goal and finish book 1. Finish 1 book. Sleesa, where's the sleigh?
So no.
Update.
Where's the slurve?
Where's the slurve? Next up, we have Lynn. Try to have a 2K day once a week and read multiple books, please. 1 was abandoned. No. Oh my god, I finished reading A Dark and Secret Magic.
Oh my god, the host is like 5 books in 1, so congratulations.
Wow, yeah, Renegades. Writing-wise, what was I thinking? Aiming for 2Ks on Saturday seemed like a good plan, but throw in exhaustion from the new job and looking for a piece of land or home to buy.
Oh my.
Wow. Home owner. Jesus.
You got it.
Homer.
Home owner.
Home gnome.
Yeah.
Can I say something?
Always.
Every 2 seconds we lose lost to a tangent. Anyway, I have, as I am wont to do, I've been watching a lot of Kate Kavanaugh videos recently, and I've been rewatching her I Tried Writing Like series. And I started from the beginning, which is I Tried Writing Like Stephen King. And that man, he sits down at his desk at 8 and does not leave until he has 6 to 10 pages. Like it was like every day. I'm sure maybe he takes breaks on the weekend, but like, and they're like clean. He says he tries to write them clean. And I'm like, I don't take myself seriously enough. Like that's something that I've been realizing. I'm just like, Jesus. Like, and granted, that's, anyway, I just was something. Because Lynn, the reason I'm thinking about this is because like aiming for 2K for me too would have seemed like a good plan. And then I also would not have been able to accomplish it. Right. Like I'm just like, on Saturdays, right? If I tried to be like every week I'm going to write 2K on Saturdays, I probably would not achieve that. And here's Stephen King out here doing it every day, not just once a week. And I'm just sort of like, damn, sir, damn.
Well, to make Lynn feel better, not necessarily you, this will not make you feel better, but to make Lynn feel better, she does have a full-time job on top of all of that. And also Stephen King, I believe, does this until he has a first draft, and then he takes like months off.
That is true.
Like he doesn't write literally every single day of the year. Like I think he does this for like 3 months, has a first draft, and like takes like a month and a half or 2 off. Also, he was doing a lot of cocaine.
Oh, good
during
point.
most of that.
Good point.
A lot of drugs.
And also, he likes his nannies to fart him in as a kid. So
yeah. So everyone has a different.
Who's winning, Wallace? That's what I want to know. Who's winning? I don't think it's Stephen King.
I'm so scarred by that factoid that you just dropped on me.
Yeah. Have you not read On Writing?
No. After I watched Devacious video, I was like, I don't need to buy that book.
He also
so true, Sasha. So true.
An author event I went to was the reason for that 2K goal. The author said he writes 2K a day, 6 days a week, but that's his full-time job. So I thought I'd try it just on Sundays.
Saturdays. What is up with you today? Reading comprehension 0.
What did I say?
You said Mondays.
I say Mondays. I fully heard my mouth say Saturdays. Mr. King has also been at this for decades.
I know, but you guys, like, this is me I'm just sort of like, wow, I've been doing things a certain way for years, but now
Yeah.
like she's a professional theoretically, right? And so I'm like, what is this new costume I'm in? And how do I actually play this part?
Wallace, have you tried cocaine?
No, and I don't intend to because
You don't even know what it looks like.
I think it would make me more.
She don't even know what it looks like.
This is also a great point that he doesn't have to network, advertise books, or manage a social media account. He wouldn't survive coming up in the book world now. Yeah. Also, I have complicated feelings about Stephen King, but what I will say is that he is, and this is hypocritical coming from me, but he is an extreme overwriter, and all of his books, from the ones that I have read at least, need like a ton of editing to trim them out. And I think some of this might be the trying to get to 68 pages a day. Like he's padding out his books with words, and like I don't think all those words are necessary for the story. And so I wonder if that's also like that contributes to it as a factor of like he's trying to get his words every single day, and they're not all necessary, but he's writing them so he does hit that word count, so he can say that. His first published book. Oh, but was he a USA Today bestselling author in a month? Nope. With his first published book? No. Is it hypocritical, or is it takes one to know one moment? Mars, you're so right. Takes one to know one, because I also write lots, but I also know that I'm padding out. Like, I'm not specifically trying to hit a word goal all the time, but I do write a lot. And so, like, if you're more of an underwriter, that's going to be hard to hit 6 to 8 pages because you just don't write as much, like, in your book. So, anyway, that's my thoughts on that. Did I give Lynn anything yet?
I don't think so.
I don't think I've given Lynn anything. I feel like this is a noise.
Noise.
I was gonna say groovy, but
A groovy.
like one is abandoned. That's groovy territory, I feel like. But then reading the host, that's like Purple Heart.
Reading the books, also, you know, working your full-time job and still trying, like,
also just being a girl, trying to live her life.
Lynn. Once again, I have favorites.
Groovy, baby.
Here we go.
If everyone's favorite,
So
your favorite then?
Hmm?
If everyone's your favorite, doesn't that kind of null it out?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to think if there's anyone who's not my favorite. I don't think there is. All right, let's move this train along. Next up, we have Archer, Reach 40K and SNS, and read 2 books, both of which are completed. Lowered the goal to 40, as I think the pace I was trying to write was making me hate writing, or maybe the doubt in my head is actually right, and this isn't the project to work on right now. Regardless, Archer, you did do the thing. So I feel like this gets a hell yeah. Our first hell yeah of the day.
Oh, hell yeah!
Next up, we have Anna. Add 20K to the Hera book for non-November and get through work busy season by putting my mental health first, which I do believe Anna's been doing because Anna took a mental health day last week. Or 2 weeks ago? Last week. Only added 7K. I don't know what delusion possessed me. We're about almost halfway. I feel like this is a nice.
Yeah, I was gonna say nice.
Nice.
Oh, I love that one so much.
It's a good one. Mullen finished rewriting chapters 1 through 3 of Demons and send to the second round of beta readers. Figure out my new job and try. Hope it's figure out my new job and try. Hope it's good. Both of which are completed. I forgot to put gold. Oh wait. Oh my god. Wait. Oh my god. Why is it like this? Okay. I forgot to. Jesus Christ. I need to stop speaking.
Ooh. I forgot to put goals in, so these are just to say I've done stuff, LOL. So G1, I finally started again in draft 4 of Demons. The first chapters are back with new betas, and I'm in chapter 11 of 30, so 1/3 of the way. G2, loving the new job so far. Everything is slower, which is actually great for my mental health.
Thank you, Ms. Mo. I feel like this is also a nice. Maybe even a hell yeah.
I was going to say hell yeah.
I'm in the hell yeah vibe.
Hell yeah.
Oh, hell yeah!
Except we have Laura move countries. Holy shit.
Oh,
I love how dramatic this sounds when it's just from Canada to the US, but it is all the way across the country. So
yeah.
all the way across the continent, even one might even
Indeed.
say. Start my new job, both of which are completed. I am at a 78K in Crimson Strings, with about 6K left to go. Move to USA is officially complete. Got my California driver's license, a replacement social security number or card. All my stuff I shipped down for the move. Got a new job that I started yesterday. Built and filed bookcases for my room and ate homemade food. Laura, I'm so happy for you. I feel like this is a Meryl. This is a Meryl.
Yeah.
Maybe even two Meryls, but a Meryl for now. Meryl.
Yes!
Slay.
Laura, I am like shook over how it took me months to get my driver's license in Colorado, like literally months. I'm the only reason I was getting it was because my license was expiring. Like I was at the airport and he was like, "Do you know your license is expiring in a month?" And I was like, "Oh, I did not."
I didn't.
Yeah.
And then last but certainly not least, we have Miss Sasha. Finish draft 1 of Project Chris and take weekends off from 9 to 5, work and not feel guilty about it. Overcome Sunday scaries. That is struggling to work on it, but completed. Also, Zainab got an A in math. I love how this is in Sasha's note section. I'm gonna give Zainab a hell yeah, because that's amazing.
Oh, hell yeah!
Better than me in my math classes. But finishing a draft, Sasha, that is your Jod approves territory.
Your Jod approves.
Nicely done.
There we go. And we got it. That is all of the goals for November. Yeah. So let me see.
You've been held accountable.
You've been held accountable, bitch. We got Sasha LMAO. It's actually geology. Oh, this is funny.
That's so funny.
Hello, Devin. Busy baking bread, drinking mimosas, leaving up for one time and Thanksgiving.
Oh my god, lovely mimosas.
Mimosa.
Now I want orange.
Girl, it took me almost 3 years to switch my license from New Jersey to Pennsylvania.
Fair enough.
There you go. In Colorado, you can get a license after 30 days if you have a job here, but I don't since I'm remote, so I have to wait 90 days. Oh.
Yeah, but you can still use your old license unless you clipped it. Like my old, like your driver's license in one state is like valid in every other state in the United States. It's just if you live here from a tax perspective, you need to change your residency.
Yeah.
But yeah. I think I waited, let's see, I moved out here in August and I got my new license in May. So I waited just a little bit longer than I was supposed to.
Just a little bit. Well,
it's fine.
June, July, August. That's 3 months. That's 90 days. Right.
Girl.
No, I did backwards.
I moved in August.
You're right. Okay, that's better. I thought I flipped them. I was like, man, August isn't that bad. August, May is worse.
Yes. Yes.
It's a whole baby.
Yeah, literally, it is a whole baby. Literally
whole baby.
A whole baby.
Oh. The mom from Arrested Development. I don't have favorite children. Sometime before. I don't care for God.
Yeah. For Job. Oh my God, Katie, you don't even understand the way you just played into one of the classic jokes of the story. A gob bluth. Oh, it's Job. Oh, you just, oh man, oh.
I don't watch sitcoms, so
which is so tragic because it is. I know you don't watch sitcoms, but oh my God, Arrested Development is so good. The first seasons, anyway, not the ones on Netflix.
Is that the one who's like, how much can a banana be? Like $50?
$10, Michael? How much could a banana be? $10? Oh my God, so good. I just blew myself.
I need to do some Thanksgiving Day prep today, but I'm not feeling it. We were supposed to. Unfortunately, my brother and his family are sick.
Why does this keep happening to them? I guess they have a toddler. It just happens.
They have a toddler and an infant. Not an infant. A baby?
A baby.
Yeah, a baby. A baby.
According to The Sims, he's
yeah,
a baby.
He's a baby. He's no longer just in a bassinet.
Yeah. Oh no, he's a newborn. Wait, how old is he?
He's
of age.
8 months old.
Oh, then actually I think he would be an infant because there's in The Sims it's newborn and then infant and then toddler.
Yeah.
And he's definitely not a toddler. So he's an infant.
Yeah. He's about to be 9 months in like a couple days. But so he's basically 9 months old. But anyway. Yeah, so we're not having Thanksgiving today or tomorrow. I mean, we are, but just for family. Like, we don't have to do any of the prep of like someone's coming over to the house. Mama Eyeballs is calling me because I think it's time for this one's lunch. So hold please.
Oh.
Okay, I will do the rest of them. Zainab says, don't worry, I got an A for math too. So good, excellent. Casey says, yes, I still have it. Luckily, license doesn't expire until next June. Sayla says, I waited way too long to change my stuff from South Carolina to DC. No, Maryland. I never changed it to DC, though I should have when I lived there. And yes, Arrested Development is also where Dead Dove Don't Eat originates from. And I don't know what I expected. So good. So good. Blue looks like he put himself in timeout. LOL. Yeah, Blue does not want to be here with us. And it seems maybe Mama Eyeballs noticed that and asked for Blue to go downstairs. I don't know. Katie's back. I'll let her know.
Hello. Yes. Yeah, he's going down for lunch. This is lunchtime.
That's why he was like getting ready to go because he could
Well,
sense
he heard Bear and Bunny, I think, downstairs getting lunch. Oh, you've been delivered some popcorn, but not a grilled cheese.
Not a grilled cheese. I was about to say the same thing. Jacob's on thin ice with me.
He's young enough to stress out the whole jury. He is. Also my as well. She's 2.5. So she'd be a menace if she was a
I can't believe she's already almost 3. That's crazy, actually.
She'll turn 3 the day my book releases. Can you believe that?
That is crazy. That is like watching her grow up is going to be even more disconcerting as watching the Earthling grow up because like that's crazy to me too.
We were friends before she was born.
Oh, your niece. I thought you were talking about
not Earthling. No.
I thought you were talking about the Earthling, and I was like, that is not correct.
No, not Earthling.
Factually not true.
February 19th. Never forget. Never forget. And I've never forgotten. Do we still have that as a banner somewhere?
I don't know.
I don't think so. I think it's on one of our channels.
For anybody wondering
what we're talking
about, we're talking about Devesha's youngest sister. We call her the Earthling because she would always like burst into Devesha's room when we were first hanging out, burst into her room and like push Devesha over and say hi to us. And she'd be like, hi, Earthlings. And so that's what we call her too. The Earthling.
Yeah, we call her Earthling. The Earthling. Yeah. It's very
and
funny.
now she's a teenager, which is literally insane.
When she starts driving, it's going to be a nightmare.
Like we knew her when she was 9 years old and now she's a teenager. Like
crazy.
Excuse me?
It's crazy. Popcorns. Okay. Do we want to do another sprint or are we done for the day?
I'm done because I got to pack and get ready and I want to hang out with you guys before I have to go.
Okay. Well, we have been here almost 3 hours. So we're going to skedaddle. Thank you so much for being here, everyone. Happy Thanksgiving to everyone. I'm thankful for you all again. Any final words?
When are we ditching this background? When can we switch it to the back in a compliments cover?
In the new year.
Okay, acceptable.
Yeah, when it's 6 months until release.
Okay.
January 10th.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah. Any final Twilight fun fact?
Oh, don't get me on another tangent. You'll lose me.
Oh my god.
Stop. We're losing her.
Yes. See you next week for Katie's birthday stream. It's true. It'll be my birthday.
Oh my god, wait, Catherine, no. Oh wait, it's fine.
What do you mean no?
For a second I thought I wasn't going to be here next week, but my flight isn't until very late at night, so it should be fine.
I was about to be like, bitch, if you're not going to be here for my birthday stream, I'm going to be pissed.
We're going to have a problem.
You know what? That's also a crazy passage of time moment because when we were hanging out, you were graduating from college, you were in your finals, and now you're turning 26.
Yep. And we had that stream on my channel for my birthday. I think it was like my 23rd birthday.
Really? Not your 22nd?
Who's my
My
No, it's
God.
my
I,
birthday.
I can hear them. I can hear them, Steeg. That is
Children,
wild.
stop frolicking outside.
Is it snowing or
Isn't it,
something?
isn't it cold? Isn't it dark?
It's cold and dark, 6 degrees. It is 7 in the evening. Where's your parents?
That sounded like a summer afternoon pool party, like that
No.
level of frolic. That was crazy.
Yeah. I live right next to a elementary school, so maybe they're on the playground.
That's
Wow.
cute. Wait, at 7 p.m.
Yeah, children can play in the evening.
On a school playground is it not closed?
No?
No.
Why would it be
What?
closed?
Hello? What?
This is not like a boarding school. This is not fancy. This is public property.
Yeah. I mean, we could have gone and played on the school playground at any time.
Oh no, when I was in middle school and stuff, you get in trouble if you were on school property after school hours.
By whom's? Who's there watching?
Like there's, school security and stuff like that.
No.
School security.
Okay, guys,
They weren't there after the
I did
kids were
not
gone.
go to a bougie middle school. I went to like a regular middle school. This is like a thing. Like people.
Yeah, there's security. Like we had a security guard when school was in session, but we didn't have a security guard after.
night janitor. I don't know. Like you
A
just
night janitor.
you couldn't be
They
on
cleaned the school while we were there.
you couldn't be on campus after school was closed. Like that's just the rule. I don't know. I didn't know if we had a school security guard. I just assumed there was somebody there to enforce that rule, but I don't know for sure.
Yeah, no, ours. Yeah. Oh no, we did not have
Yeah.
school gates.
This
We didn't
is
have
what
gates.
I'm saying. Yeah, like it's just yeah. Thank you, Casey. Thank you. Okay.
Not in Pennsylvania. Not in
Thank you for the
Pennsylvania.
validation. I
There
didn't
you
like
go.
being
I mean, there's a
talked
fence around the playground, but you can just walk in the gate.
at. Okay, well,
Yeah.
the gates got
I
locked.
don't-
People do it. People do not do it on the playground. People hang out a lot on the playground in the weekends.
Yep.
I would have to shake my fist out the window, and I'm like, oh, sure, kids, have fun, I guess.
How can I guess?
Katie,
Live
your
your
shake was at a
truth.
bad angle, babe.
As always.
Oh man.
Anyway, I think this is funny, Susan. Not me realizing I'm old enough to be your mom.
If it's any consolation, I'm old enough to be a father. So
I mean, if some illegal actions were occurring,
Yeah, if it was
maybe.
illegal.
I mean, yes, but I'm still old enough to be a father.
Yeah, but
The age
She's
difference
not.
between us is still greater than the youngest father.
yeah, our
Which
age
is
difference I think is 11 years.
Yeah.
So, oh my gosh, Susan says literally my oldest kid is 29. Wow. Actually, Wallace, you're right. I was turning 22 because we met
Yeah.
in 20, right?
Yeah.
We went in 21. Yeah. So I was 22. So I was turning 22.
Jail, Sailor.
Okay. Well, that's our cue to leave. So cue to
Bye,
get out of
everybody.
Seattle. Huh? Bye.
Yay, everyone. Happy Thanksgiving. I'm